Hi everyone, my name is Marianne Howard and thank you for tuning in to our special program to celebrate the second annual Amagansett Maritime Heritage Day. If you've called ahead, you've received a copy of this coloring book which celebrates maritime museums across New York State. And if you're seeing this on demand and would like a copy, let me know and I will happily send one to you. Inside the coloring book, the East Hampton Historical Society has a page that celebrates our rich fishing history. The image for you to color is of a group of skilled and brave fishermen bringing in a haul seine, which is that large net that you see right there. And I'm here today at the East Hampton Marine Museum in Amagansett to tell you a story about the fishermen in that picture to help explain what they're doing. This way you can understand what you're coloring. Imagine that you, as a young boy or girl growing up in Amagansett, are born into a fishing family. Your father is a fisherman, as are your uncles, older brothers, and grandfathers. Every morning, rain or shine, your family gets up before the sun rises to eat breakfast, load the boat, and get to the water to work. Even when it's winter, you don't get a day off. You are working hard to repair nets and replace old equipment. Your life and your family's livelihood are tied to the water and all of the different types of fish that live there. You grow up on the water. As a youngster, you would shuck scallops and clams and clean fish. And when you get older, you would help load the nets and clean up. Would you like to spend your day doing that? Do you think that it's hard work? It certainly is. And family life is close and days are long. Fishermen work from about 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. For thousands of years, the native people have worked the sea and the European immigrants began fishing in this area over 350 years ago. The fishing waters around East Hampton lie between the Atlantic Ocean and the Long Island Sound. For over 300 years, families from the area have worked the waters harvesting oysters and clams, cod and bluefish, bass and flounders. A crew working a haul seine generally consists of 5 men. Each crew launches a boat called a dory loaded with a large net. They set that net in a semicircle offshore. The net has buoys on top and weights on the bottom so that when it's pulled in, it will catch all the fish from the top of the water to the bottom. The net is pulled into the beach using winches or pulleys on 2 trucks operating in unison. A bunt, or a heavy mesh bag, sits in the center of the net and that traps the fish. If the weather is good, a crew makes several sets or rounds a day. That means that they load the net onto the dory, they drop the net into the sea, and then they pull it in with a catch. After a set is completed, the fish are loaded onto a truck. The net is reloaded in the dory and the fish are taken to be washed, weighed, packed, and shipped. So what kind of boat would be used to pull in the seine? This is called a dory. A dory is a shallow boat used traditionally for fishing. The actual boat here sits outside the museum and was built in 1974 by Dan King, Tom Fields, and Stuart and Bill Vorpal. The flag design was painted in 1976 in honor of the nation's bicentennial. When Mr. King retired and planned to move south, he donated the flag dory to the East Hampton Marine Museum on September 26, 2004. Several years ago, the boat was restored by members of the DeSono family of Amagansett as an Eagle Scout project. So how are you going to color in your boat in your coloring book? Are you going to make it patriotic like this one? The museum contains photographs that celebrate hundreds of years of local fishermen. We have all these different photographs of haul seiners, and you can see the fishermen pulling in their nets with their catch. The Marine Museum also has real seines, nets, winches, and instruments fishermen would use to repair their gear. So remember the stories of the fishermen as you color in your page. Remember their long days and hard work every time you take a bite of fish for dinner. So thanks again for tuning in. Make sure to send me a picture of your finished masterpiece. You can email it to me at info@easthamptonhistory.org. And be sure to follow the websites of the Amagasett Free Library, the Amagasett Life-Saving Station, and the East End Classic Boat Society today for their programs, which also celebrate Amagansett Maritime Heritage Day. Stay tuned to our website at www.easthamptonhistory.org and to our Facebook and Instagram pages for more information about our upcoming events and programs. And I'll see you soon.